Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into the Learning Lab. In today's lab, I'd like to share with you a short and quick simple method for reverse image stamping or mirror image stamping. And this video is dedicated to Bridget, who asked, in case you're wondering what reverse image or mirror image stamping is, this is it. Your image will face each other or in the opposite direction from which it is currently facing on your stamp. And to demonstrate this technique today, I am using this set of stamps from Art Impressions, and it is the Beach Babes, and it's this cute little hottie sitting right here. Now what you're going to need in order to make your technique successful is a mat. This one is from Heidi Swapp, Make Pretty Stuff, but you can also use the Wilton silicone bake mat. I think that will serve the same purpose, and I have had the best results with the Memento Luxe ink, and it's probably because it's ink. It is pigment and it does take a while to dry, which is what makes it great for this technique. And another one I like is VersaFine, and I have my micropore tape stuck all over that because I use it. I find if I have a really detailed image, this VersaFine works well. So let's get started with stamping our cute little hottie. So what I want to do now is to stamp my image, and I'm using the Memento Luxe. And I like that because it is, as I said, a nice pigment ink. And we're going to take our little hottie and stamp her down onto our mat. There she is. Now she's ready to be picked up on my card, just a piece of card I've cut down to size. And because I want my hotties facing each other, then I'm going to put her here and close to the bottom, so I can put some sand or something under her feet later. And now I'm just going to burnish her in. Sorry if I'm going a little off camera. I need space to be able to come in to stamp my other image without getting her transferred to the back of this card, because this is a pigment ink and it's on this mat. It will stay wet for quite some time until you either clean it up or dry it. So here we are. Lift that off. There's my cute chick. Now I want to come in and put my other one down. This is still wet. I'm eyeballing the fingertips. If you want to use a stamp positioner, you can. But here we are. Keep in mind your images don't always have to face each other. It's just that if sometimes you want to turn something to be in a direction other than the one in which you bought your stamps. They're my babes. Aren't they hot? They're facing each other. I can put a mirror there or whatever I want, whatever saying I want, like, girl, nobody looks as good as you do. And there they are, just two hot babes. So let me bring in an animal for you. I have this little kitty cat one that I picked up, don't even remember from where. And this time I'd like to use some VersaFine. And yes, my VersaFine is covered in my micropore tape, which I absolutely love using. So I don't think I've ever used this stamp before, but we're going to use it here today. And I'm going to kind of stamp it up here. Ooh, it stamps beautifully. And it actually left a little circle there, but I don't really mind. So I'm going to have to make sure I don't get her in there. And I get my little kitty cat. Burnish in very quickly to transfer that ink. There he is, looking just as lovely as he can be. Bring in my other one and just eyeballing this. If you're doing it for a card, of course, you would want to position it with your stamp. But there they are, two little kitty cats going the opposite way. And I'm going to ask you to tell me which one wasn't the original one. That's it. Thank you for joining me in the lab today. Please be sure to check out my blog at inkollusions.blogspot.com. Hotties and kitty cats. That's a win-win in my book. Until then.